The name of the album is called This Is Where It Ends, and it comes from the basic theme of all the lyrics on the album.
To me, that title kind of sums up uh, how we all have our personal issues, we all have our relationship troubles.
Lyrically, the album is about how we all handle everyday strife that happens to everyone in terms of like personal relationships and questions of faith and government.
What the band had to go through in some really rough time, but the end result is a way stronger band.
Working with Adam and Francesco has been a real breath of fresh air.
Francesco is a Berklee graduate, so getting to work with someone of that caliber was incredible.
And it was really, really easy actually. It was surprising. The communication is great in this band, and that's, I think, what makes things go so smooth.
Once I got some good riffs together, I'll kind of bounce back some ideas with our drummer and start forming some drum beats over the riffs.
And sometimes it will be just, Ben and I, and sometimes Mike and I, sometimes Ben and Mike, and then I add something on a part, maybe a solo, maybe some leads.
But usually the way that it always starts is it'll start with myself or Ben or Francesco coming up with a riff, and then we'll take that riff and then we'll add it to other riffs to make an entire section. Once the section gets big enough, we'll send it to Adam. Adam will put some drums on it, and then once we get a couple sections, we'll start putting sections together to make an entire song. And then at that point, once it becomes an entire song, Eddie will write lyrics to it, and then the song will be done.
When it came time to track the record, we went with our buddy over at Castle Ultimate Studios, Zach Oren. And the big thing that I wanted to get across on this record, and me and him discussed it a lot, was the actual live drum sound, because we wanted to do live drums.
Once that was done, we started recording all the guitar tracks at home, and we used a process called reamping to be able to transfer those tracks to the studio so we wouldn't have to do a bunch of live takes. Make it a lot easier.
We're able to track at home and then bring the raw tones to Zach, and he was able to run them through his equipment and make them sound however we want, basically. He could run them through any sort of amp, and we had the leisure of picking the perfect tone for the guitars.
I'm really happy with the outcome of this record. I really feel it's one of the most mature records All Shall Perish has released.
On this album, fans are definitely going to be hearing a much better version of all the previous albums combined into one.
There's 12 tracks, over an hour of music. There's going to be something for everyone. No track is the same.
I can't wait to see what fans are gonna think about it.
This thing, honestly, is our best material that we've ever put out, ever.
We truly put our heart and souls into it, and I feel like everybody was on the same page this time around.
This year we're gonna be touring a lot, of course.
We're off to Europe next with our friends in Suicide Silence and After the Burial. We're over there in June doing all the festival dates like Grass Pop and all those festivals.
And then immediately after that, we are doing the Rockstar Energy Drink Mayhem Festival. We're talking Megadeth, Machine Head, Disturbed, Godsmack, Kingdom of Sorrow, Suicide Silence, and of course, All Shall Perish.
And past that, we have touring plans for South America, for Japan, for Australia, for just pretty much all over the place, because we got to get this new album out to everybody.
So come out. We'll see you there. Yeah.